How to get jacked as a teenager. Here's my proof. Validate me in the comments, please. So it's really simple. All you want to you just have to focus on the two things. There's only two things, right? Diet and exercise. Start off with exercise because, of course, that's the one that everyone wants to know the most about. So all you want to do for exercise is just basically go super heavy on a lot of volume. So the way I got to be the size that I am today in approximately 4 years, um, I worked out about an hour and a half to 2 hours a day. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Just take it with a grain of salt. But about 1.5 to 2 hours a day, before school and during school at lunch. So just using the school gym and doing calisthenics at home. So you want to go super heavy. Um, I could go really in depth on this, but I don't think I'm going to. Just use your common sense on what muscle groups to sort of go heavy for and which ones to go a little bit lighter and higher reps. Because I think, for example, calves grow a lot more with high volume. So I'll do if I'm trying to grow my calves, which I am, they're kind of lacking, but you know, we'll make up for it. I usually will do 6 or 7 sets of 15 to 40 to 50 reps. It sounds pretty wild, but if you don't have a lot of weight, like right now, I don't have a gym membership. I'm just kind of training at home because it's summertime. So I just go super, just burn them out. Especially just, I know for calves, that's what's worked for me. They've really blown up the past couple months. Um, but for example, for your quads or something like that, for your chest, you want to keep it pretty heavy, lower rep range, not super low, but like, for example, if you want to grow your quads, try hitting Bulgarian split squats for max of 13 reps, minimum of 6. You know what I mean? So just use your common sense and choose which muscle groups you want to go for long intensity with, or for a short and heavy intensity with. Um, but yeah, basically just a lot of volume. Just work out really hard, pretty much every set till failure. Um, yeah, just make sure that you bring your weak points up. Never ever skip a day. Here's the thing, right? Okay. Another thing that I forgot to mention is your split. So what you want to be doing, how I got to where I am right now, I started off with just a push pull legs, but then I realized that if you want to get the proper volume for your shoulders and to get the full round delt and not be lacking in your shoulders, I separated it to a pull push shoulders legs so that I can get a proper amount of volume for my chest and triceps on the push day, and also a proper amount of volume for my shoulders on the shoulder day. Um, that also just leaves you a little bit more rest time because your workouts are going to be pretty brutal. So you want to make sure that you're not incredibly sore if you go to work that muscle group again. So yeah, push pull shoulder legs, and then go pretty heavy to failure on every single set almost. I mean, don't injure yourself, but you go pretty hard. Don't pussy out on this stuff, okay? Because if you don't go heavy enough and you're just doing shitty sets for like your entire workout, and you do workouts like that for years, you're never ever ever going to make progress. So you have to push through the pain and just get it done, okay? Now with your diet, if you're like me and you're sort of a big eater, not a big eater, but like I can down some spaghetti, you know what I mean? But like if you if you don't have problems eating, just eat how you eat and you'll gain muscle. Focus on eating more meat and more protein and just be like, yeah, like every meal, if you're having fish, take another fillet of fish, or you're having a burger, take another patty, you know what I mean? Just stack a little bit more protein on there. Focus on maybe eating more frequently, especially if you're skinny. Eat as frequently as you can. Bring snacks to school, bring sandwiches and meat and all that jazz. Just make sure that you're eating as consistently as you can, because that's going to help you get in as many calories as you can and help you to pack on size as fast as possible. For bigger guys, like if you're overweight, I would say also don't really focus on your diet. Don't focus on cutting or anything like that just yet. I would say just try and keep your diet pretty clean. Try and keep it as clean as you possibly can. Um, that's for another video. I'll talk about how I cleaned up my diet to the point where I don't eat any junk food, except for maybe like once or twice a month I'll have a treat, like whatever. But it's nothing. Like if most people got to that point, that's like top 1% dieting. So yeah. So if you're a bigger guy, if you're overweight, don't focus on cutting. Don't cut. Okay. For at least for the first like 3 years, unless you have insane genetics or you have to like I don't know compete like in a weight category sport. Don't focus on cutting. If you're overweight, just lift heavy and try and keep a clean diet with lots of protein. That's pretty much it. So yeah, I think I hit every point. Skinny guys, eat lots, eat consistent. Middleweight guys, don't change your diet that much. Eat more protein. And overweight guys, eat more protein. Clean up your diet. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. Yeah, heavy sets, lots of food. Don't be scared to get too fat because trust me, once you put on all that muscle, it's the fat's gonna come off like nothing. Yeah. Hope this was helpful. Keep pushing.